"Honey, you've given the NFL a mental meltdown." That was Jason Kelce's reaction after Taylor Swift surprised both brothers with a question they never saw coming. On Tuesday, June 10th, the Kelce brothers dropped a special New Heights episode. That instantly set the internet buzzing. And all because Taylor made a rare and unexpected appearance. During the latest episode of the hit podcast, fans were treated to a moment they won't soon forget. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce's girlfriend, appeared on camera holding a mic, seated casually on a cozy vintage couch. But she wasn't just there to watch. She came ready with a clever challenge that caught both brothers off guard and had them bursting into laughter. Travis, glowing with happiness, wore a plaid blazer and a Cincinnati cap, while Jason, appearing in a split screen, reacted with total shock. "Wait, what's going on? Is she really here, Travis?" he asked, grinning. Taylor, calm and charming, leaned into the mic. "Okay, if you two are really as smart as people say, answer this," she said. "In a fantasy football game with Greek gods, who wins? The team with Zeus as quarterback or the team with Athena as strategist?" The room exploded with energy. Travis doubled over laughing. Jason leaned back, rubbing his head like it hurt from thinking too hard. "Genius." "Question," Jason shouted. Taylor smiled confidently, clearly enjoying the chaos she created. And fans were absolutely loving every second of it. Still laughing, Travis responded that it was more than just a funny question. It sparked a full-on debate between him and Jason. Travis argued that Zeus, with his lightning powers, would dominate the field, easily breaking through defenses and creating big plays. Jason, however, stood his ground and said Athena, the goddess of wisdom, would design smarter game strategies, using her sharp mind to adapt in real time and outwit any opponent. Their back and forth got so deep it felt like a Super Bowl pregame show, and fans couldn't stop watching. Taylor sat quietly with a proud smile, watching her boyfriend and his brother passionately break down a question she had come up with just for fun. The mood in the studio turned electric. Jason even laughed and said there should be a new podcast segment called Tough Asks with Taylor every week. The response online was massive. On social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, hashtags like Taylor Asks New Heights and Swift Kelce Podcast quickly shot to the top of trending charts. Fans praised Taylor's wit and called for her to make more surprise appearances in future episodes. Taylor's visit wasn't planned or announced. She had walked into the studio casually with Travis and asked her question without warning. Jason's shocked face on camera was completely real. He hadn't seen it coming. Still buzzing, Jason said they should bring Taylor back soon for a special episode where she could toss out more wild, creative questions to test their football knowledge. Travis laughed and joked, "If we do that, the show's name has to change to New Heights with Taylor Swift." The warmth, humor, and surprise of that moment reminded everyone the best podcast moments come when they're honest, unplanned, and full of real connection. As the laughter died down, Travis turned to Taylor with a smirk and said, "Okay, that was evil genius level stuff." Taylor just shrugged and said, "You boys needed a little brain workout." Even the camera crew was laughing behind the scenes. Jason leaned forward and asked, "Wait, how long were you planning this?" Taylor smiled and said, "Let's just say I had that one saved in my notes app for a while." They all agreed to let fans vote on their favorite answer, Chember's Team Zeus or Hamwar Team Athena, and promised to read the results on the next episode. Within minutes, polls were live across Instagram, YouTube, and even Travis's TikTok, but the best moment came just after recording ended. Taylor, still holding the mic, whispered to Travis, "Next time, I'm bringing a harder one." Travis grinned and said, "Challenge accepted." As they packed up, Jason looked into the camera and said, "If she keeps doing this, I'm gonna need flashcards before every show." Fans were still commenting nonstop. One wrote, "This is the most fun I've had watching a podcast in ages." Another said, "She didn't just ask a question, she started a whole storyline. And that storyline, it was just getting started."